Right. Let's see. What time is it? 10:47, Monday, August 24th. And we're gonna call. What is it? Lanier, Mark Lanier. Lawyers.
Morning, Lanier Law Firm.
Hi, I wanted to talk to someone about a potential massive court case I've been working on for about 14 years and some help with it.
Hold on.
Please wait while we connect your call.
You reached Lanier Law Firm. This is Garrison.
Hi, Garrison. I've been praying about your law firm for quite a while now, and I just can't believe the information I found last week doing research on this. My name's Chris Weldy. I am a social media creator, but I started as a mechanic. I'm still a mechanic, and my social media platforms are all based on the education premise, being the monetization that I get from them is putting an education fund for my daughter, and me and my family go out and do stuff with my daughter for education, like science museum and going to the beach and aquariums and all kinds of stuff, the zoo and stuff like that. And that's what I do with all the money that I earn from my social media. I guess I'll just start with what I wrote last night because it's more condensed and more organized. Let me see. So I have, so I'm going to just start and go down the list. It's a pretty long list. I have a Google evidence originally linked in the description for Alex Koff, Tribal Cinematics drum song that I used. And it's a royalty-free song. And I used it, I think 6 years ago. 4 years ago, they canceled it. 2 years ago, they erased all the details in the description on YouTube after the song had been canceled that I included in the description. They struck me for it. They took the video down. The video was going semi-viral for me. It had like 68 likes, I think, and like 1,500 views. That was semi-viral for me, for my 14-year-old channel, because they shadow banned the crap out of me. That's one of the cases I have. I've recorded everything, screenshot everything, date, time stamped. That's just one. Rumble, I got that recorded on Rumble, and the proof or description removed, all that stuff. The YouTube fraud right now, it's on Evidence Locker, search on Rumble. I have another video, She's So Cold by the Rolling Stones, owned by UMG. It went on a 220-day appeal counter. You know, the appeal's supposed to go from 30 and count down. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not.
Yes.
It went up to 220 days before I removed it, took it down, and then I put it back up and won the appeal. They stole all the earnings for 220 days. There wasn't nothing I could do about it. I got all the screenshots for that on up to 201 days, I think. Now, that same channel of 14 years is on a 2 business day ban since 3/21/26, and I've been waiting 5 months. 5 months. I've had 3 chats with YouTube with bots, and they can't seem to decide whether I'm still banned or if I am banned. So it's really interesting. Now, TikTok, I've had 21 accounts banned in almost 4 years. A week ago, 2 back-to-back appeal approval notifications with both videos that actually blocked, and 2 punishments for 1 video that they blocked that they said I won in appeals. So both of them gave me notifications that I won on 2 different accounts on TikTok last week. And then they blocked them. They gave me a first warning, and then they gave me a strike for one of them they blocked. My EMF meter sponsor, I got from TikTok for a sponsorship. What's that?
Nothing. Sorry, sir.
Okay, that's all right. You know, the TikTok has a sponsorship program where they give you free products from corporations, and then you can make videos. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know what I know you're a lawyer, and I know you've dealt with a lot of stuff, but
So first of all, I'm not a lawyer. I'm an intake specialist. So what I do is I'm essentially the middleman between the client and the lawyer. if they are not signed a retainer.
I got you. Okay. So I went to the TikTok shop and I was looking around at corporations I wanted to work with, and I landed on one of the corporations called Tesman Tools that has EMF meter and it has a voltmeter. And I'm a mechanic, so I wanted a voltmeter that I could hear a little bit better when I use for ohms and resistance and stuff like that with cars running. So I was interested, but I didn't reach out to them. About a week and a half later, they reached out to me and they said, "Hey, we'd love to work with you. Would you make a video for us?" And I hit them back instantly. I'm like, "How cool, man. I actually looked at their products already and I know I like them. So, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to work with you." 2 weeks later, TikTok came back and said, "No." They said no. They don't want to work with you. I said, "What?" So I reached out to Tesman Tools outside of TikTok. I tried to reach out to Tesman Tools inside TikTok and I couldn't send an email. So I reached out to them outside of TikTok, and they said they didn't even hesitate. They said, "Just give me your address, and we'll send you the 2 meters, and let's see what you can do." So I made them a video of that famous song, "Hey You, Get Into My Car." Who, me? Yeah, you. And I did it to my car on the beach. I have a Volvo wagon that I drive in Houston, Texas, with a big turbo hanging out of it, and that's the premise of my Turbo World channel. And so I did a commercial for them, and it went viral. They said it went viral, and then they asked me to renew the contract a month later, and then a month later after that I renewed the contract again. I never got paid a penny because TikTok was too busy violating me the whole time. So I was thinking, I'd like to put a mechanics lien on TikTok for not paying me for 21 accounts full of videos of mechanic videos. But I don't know if that's legit or not. Anyway, the back-to-back appeal, 2 punishments in 1 video, first warning, strike, second video gave me a strike through the count. EMF meter sponsor for all TikToks. This corporation did not want to work with me. They lied to me. They sent me the meter. My commercial went viral. They never paid me my proceeds. They kept hitting me with fraudulent video violations to steal my earnings. Then I had a Vivo rotor tiller that I bought and paid for. They screwed me on. They screwed me out of shipping on it, and the whole 9. I paid cash for it. U.S. Postal Office loses a $500 night vision camera I got from TikTok that was never mailed to me. I reported it to the post office. Post office instantly closed the report and asked me how they did as a survey. And I said, cognitive dissonance is how you did. You didn't even admit you had a problem. Lucky for me, the camera company sent me another camera free 2 months later. I have Truth Fraud. Truth banned me completely. No appeal, no nothing. 221 screenshot. Donald Trump's Truth Social. Boy, he supports that Constitution, doesn't he? He loves free speech. Twitter live ban and Twitter live ban, and now I have to pay a fee to do lives on Twitter. Locked out of account and banned several times, no reason. Now all links shared to Twitter are dead. Some kind of error. All sorts of glitches. Elon randomly sends me notifications from him as my live streams on TikTok get canceled, which is really interesting because him and Larry Ellison and their trust money loans. Anyway, NFL. I had 2 halftime performances that got already appealed and won. Songs that they played in the halftime performances that I put in videos that I transformed by transforming at 432 hertz, not using all the song, following all the fair use DMCA laws and rules. And I monetized the videos, won the appeals, and within 6 or 8 months on both the videos, all of a sudden they get blocked. One of them was on Instagram, one of them was on Facebook, 2 of them were on Facebook, 2 of them were on Instagram, and 2 of them were on YouTube. And all of them got blocked at once. All of them 2 days before the NFL performances of the same artists. I said, no way, dude. So my family's in there watching football because they like football more than me now because I know how much of a script it is. Anyway, family witnesses them cut the TV sound on the TV in my home and witnessed the second one live play 2 commercials and halftime performance with same song they canceled for me, using less than 45 seconds of Turned Down for What Little John and Thunderstruck by AC/DC. AT&T sent an agent to our house to sell us phones. Phone, satellite, TV, internet, had problems with all of it ever since. Every live stream connection since has been like I'm in the middle of West Virginia whenever it's convenient for them. Records of EMF poisoning with EMF meter to go along with all of this. I've recorded it many times on live. The first 2 lives I did on streaming on TikTok, Centerpoint AT&T put a yellow pole over my neighbor's fence and cut the power to my house and 100 others that I caught the second time, I think on camera. I forgot if I got them on camera the first time. With the yellow pole flipping the power switch up high on my neighbor's pole. We have a drop-down power from the pole that comes down from a neighbor's pole, goes to the ground, goes underground, and goes into our house. They flipped the switch on the pole, and I physically recorded them doing it. Footage of multiple police planes on Radar 24 flying many circles over my house, sometimes at night for hours with lights off. 2 hours or more Israel Predator Reaper drone with missile loaded circling my house, then buzzed my garage at 2 a.m. and almost crashed into my pine trees. Most of that video is on Rumble. They erased the footage off my phone that I recorded directly under it, looking up at it as it almost hit the trees. They erased it right off my phone as I recorded it. Unreal amounts of radiation poison, I have a severe diverticulitis operation and EMF proof to back up a theory of what that really is, and my son had 9 holes in his heart when he was born. He's now 28 years old. Not sure if these are related, but I'm adding them. Magnetism sometimes follow me no matter wherever I go without my phone, without magnets at very high levels. Follows my wife too. Electricity often off the scales in every territory and over territory on Tesman EMF meter. Many videos of proof and screenshots of fraud with connection errors that don't exist, storage errors that don't exist, storage errors they created, robbing me of my battery, disabled my charging ports, unknown proven good batteries since. I have 4 different cell phones I bought, 3 from Walmart that are prepaid phones that I use to hook up to my Wi-Fi so they can't see me. They know every one of them. They know every one of them, and they screw up. I got one right now I can't even type more than 1 letter on. They disabled the typing on it. I bought these phones. I paid for them. That's theft of service. Let me see. Many recordings, deleted videos on my phone. They add storage to my phone with nothing on the file, so I can't possibly make those files, and I can prove that. They're blank files. They don't have any details. I can't make a blank file on my phone with no details and no picture and say it's a video file. I don't know how to do that. I've tried. Theft of service with my wife and our phones. Randomly can't call her. She can't text or call me, and it goes both ways. And I get stuck on the side of the road for 5 hours, 4 miles from my house in a car accident with no phone service. And I mean, I'm on Jones in Houston, and a few other people around me let me use their phone, and they dropped their connection too. So I'm like, what in the world? Random bank card pauses. Can't buy my wife Valentine's Day gifts. Money account. Same for the birthday. Some sort of unknown problems with my card. I've actually been in the DMV to renew my driver's license and never got the DMV number called.
Alright, sir. So, you got more?
Yeah.
Alright.
Random cop cars on my street just sitting on the right street behind my house, caught on my security camera from my house. Lightning almost strikes me on cue, on camera, video on Rumble as I am filming after complaining about EMF poison from the live that day. I know it sounds unbelievable. I know how it sounds until you realize Weather Control was Operation Popeye in 1947. It doesn't sound too odd anymore. And that's about, I mean, there's a lot more to this, but that's all I could think about last night to line up in a quick synopsis just to give to you, without trying to bore you too much.
Unfortunately, none of these things that you've listed is something that we as Linear Law Firm personally represent people for. When it comes to a matter of social media, we only do things that are social media addiction in minors. When it comes to something like radiation poisoning or EMF poisoning or magnetism, those things are not something that we personally cover at this moment, as there's no culprit for those types of things at the moment. And then for copyright infringement, I would recommend going to a business litigator.
That's really weird.
I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have, sir.
Well, I was under the understanding that you represented adults, and because you represented Kaylee and she's 20 years old, she's obviously not a minor, and y'all won.
She was a minor when she started social media.
Okay. Well, I was too. I was too. You know?
But this would not be pertaining to social media addiction. It would be social media harm and copyright infringement.
I'm not really looking to go that way, actually. I was looking at malicious prosecution and oppression and what is the other one? Negligence. That's the route I was looking in. That's kind of what y'all architected and built for Kaylee, from my understanding. Is that right?
Let me check. You're talking about the original social media addiction case, correct?
Yes, sir. The $6 million one that y'all
Yes,
won.
so that's still pertaining to social media addiction in minors. It's a negligence case, but it is still pertaining to her social media addiction that she formed in earlier years.
Right. So only minors, huh?
Yes, sir.
Why? That just sucks. Y'all were my last hope, dude. I was gonna pro se them myself, but I know I don't know enough. I've won 12 cases outside of court representing myself, but that was for my freedom because they tried to put me in a cage. It's different when you're the one pressing them. I was really, really praying that this was going to be it, and I was really surprised to find that y'all were right down the street from me after I've done all this research for years. And when I searched for y'all and all this research in Google AI said to call y'all. And Google AI didn't say anything about y'all supporting kids.
This is something that we always say: do not use AI when it's occurring to legal assistance
Gotcha.
or legal matters.
I had that.
They use your information in a non-private manner. There's no way of monitoring that information or where it goes or what it's used for.
Right.
Because AI is currently an unregulated substance.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is constantly spreading misinformation, and it is constantly obtaining new misinformation
Yes.
from everyone around it.
Yeah. It's artificial ignorance. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yep. Do you have any suggestions on... oh, man, it's just... I don't know what to say. I'm outside myself. What... I don't have any money to represent myself in the way that I should be able to represent myself. I don't have any money to represent myself or pay anyone else to represent myself. What are my choices?
As I am an intake professional, I am not allowed to give legal advice, but if I were not a legal intake professional and I were out of this call as a personal friend, I would most likely say go through GoFundMe to try and get enough money to try and represent yourself pro se, and do not trust anyone that tries to charge you a flat fee.
Damn, that's good advice. I love that you said that. Because I know what the bar stands for. I mean, at least I think I do. British Accredited Registry, I think, is what I was told.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got loyalty to Britain, right?
They really have loyalty to themselves, I'd say.
Oh. I was thinking Britain or the corporations, but I guess that works too. Yeah.
All right, sir.
Well, I thank you for your
That's all that I
advice.
can assist you with today.
Yeah, that's...
You have a wonderful day, sir.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shit. Are you sure? Their whole fucking site didn't...
Please wait while we connect your call.
Hello?
Yes, this is Lanier Law Firm. How can I help you?
Oh, yeah, I couldn't hear you. Sorry. How are you doing today? Linnell, you said?
Lanier Law Firm.
Lanier. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, what was your name?
Layla. How
Layla.
are you
Layla,
today?
I'm doing good. My name is Chris. I just talked to Garrison and another lady. I don't know what her name was real quick, and I asked her if y'all represent adults in social media cases, and she said no, but I realized that I'm asking the wrong question. The right question to ask is, I have a bunch of social media accounts that my 10-year-old daughter profits from. Will you represent me?
Are you trying to file for your daughter or for you?
I'm trying to file for the whole family because it involves the whole family.
Okay. We can file for your daughter because she is a minor, and that is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
People who were involved in social media addiction for minors.
Right.
But if you were to be like, can I file for myself?
Right.
At your current age, it probably wouldn't accept it. It'd have to be something like, oh, I'm filing as an adult, but for when I was a minor.
Why do
You
you
went
only
in.
represent minors? No one is representing adults in these cases. I can't believe you're leaving that much on the table.
I'm not sure about other firms. I just know that right now we're currently only taking
Yeah.
those cases.
Yeah. So my daughter gets the proceeds. So if I want to go at an angle and go for my daughter, what would that be legit? Would y'all represent me?
If you are filing for your daughter having a social media addiction and it's for your daughter, it would be representing your daughter, but you would be the one filing because she is a minor. So it would be contract between us and you
Right.
on behalf of your daughter. But we would not be representing you if it was not when you were a minor that you're filing for.
Gotcha. This is really ridiculous. All right. Well, thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Absolutely insane, dude. I'm glad that they protect the kids, don't get me wrong, but what? Nothing on their website says anything about representing minors. I'm just kind of frustrated that I got misled again. And it wasn't all their fault. Social media misled me. Again, AI led me completely down the wrong path. Shoot.